Following the attack of a student yesterday at a local public school, a principal and teacher also said to be involved in a heated brawl that reportedly got physical. Making matters worse, union officials allege that it's not the first time the principal in question has found herself involved in a matter like this. Jose Etienne has the details in this report.
Several teachers at Thelma Gibson Primary School taking action today and calling for the removal of the school's current principal, Olivia Daxon, following reports of an alleged altercation on the school's premises on Monday.
It is alleged that she physically attacked a teacher. The teacher has made a police report. The union's lawyers will be getting that report from the Elizabeth Estate Police Station today.
Bahamas Teachers Union President Belinda Wilson also revealing that yesterday's incident has caused increased tension on the school compound.
There's a gentleman that's working on the campus who allegedly made some threatening remarks toward them in support of the principal yesterday. So the teachers are in fear for their lives. They're threatened, so we've asked them to gather together, make sure sign in, gather together, stay together until the union is able to get there to assist them. And we've asked them to sign out at 12 noon and go home for their safety.
Now, it is also being alleged that this is not the first time the principal has been involved in an altercation with a teacher. And so at this point, they say her removal from the top post should be considered.
We've had numerous complaints and concerns about Mrs. Daxon, and if your memory serves you correctly, as mine does, it was Mrs. Daxon in 2019, the principal that had to be removed from Carlton Francis Primary School for similar actions. The matter with Carlton Francis is an active matter in the Supreme Court. So we've already had the first part of the case, and we're now waiting a date for the hearing. So we were taken aback when Mrs. Daxon was reposted into a school with a matter that is in the Supreme Court still pending.
Now, as it relates to what happens next in this matter,
the teacher will not drop the charges. She will stick to it. She is supported by the majority of the teachers at the school. We also had a Zoom meeting last evening, and they voted unanimously that they're not prepared to work with Mrs. Daxon.
Meanwhile, Education Minister Glenys Hannah Martin telling reporters that she's been briefed about the incident, and she says officials are now investigating.
We have asked for reports from BEMU, which is the managers union, which represents principal, and from BUT, which represent the teacher or teachers who are engaged in or involved in any concerns or disputes. And we are analyzing those as we speak.
This incident happening nearly a month after school officially reopened for this semester. There has been a number of disruptions in a few public schools so far that have raised concerns for authorities and parents. With teachers in yesterday's incident now sitting out of the classrooms to express their grievances, Hannah Martin hopes that they can be remediated very soon.
We cannot afford disruption. The greatest levels of absenteeism we saw, based on the statistics that I saw, came from primary schools. This is very serious. This is very, very serious. These are not normal times. And so far as possible, we have to find common ground.
Meantime, attempts to speak with Principal Olivia Daxon was denied, as reporters were told that no one is to be allowed in the school without her authorization. Jose Etienne, Eyewitness News.